Okay, welcome back, everybody. Alright. Flashbang. Let me just sit here for a while pressing A. Okay. Oh, there's a crow. Really? There you go. Boom, 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 boom. Not yet. No, I forgot to do. Here we go. Alright.
I expect you'll be wanting to go outside after being cooped up for so long, but if you have any questions, I'll answer what I can. Of course. You've been through a lot. It ain't much, but these'll do you right if the pain flares up.
Yay, 3 stem packs. Okay,
Well, I already told you I came from a vault. After that, I was a traveling doctor for a spell. It seemed like a good idea at the time. Most folks out here ain't educated, so people with medical know-how are hard to come by. I found that I could help a lot of people with what I knew, and that was all right with me. Eventually, I went back and married my childhood sweetheart, and that was the end of my traveling days. Didn't miss it none then. Still don't. Well, ain't we all, right? That was a long time ago. I don't pay it much mind anymore.
wonder what it was. What town is this?
This here's Good Springs, named after the water we got here, just down the road to the southeast. Good Springs Source, they call it. It's a quiet town, and that's how we like it. We don't go looking for trouble, though occasionally it sees fit to come looking for us. Well, there's a general store just up the road, run by a fella named Chet. He don't got nothing fancy, but he's got your basics covered.
Really?
If you're looking to wet your whistle, just past Chet's is the Prospector Saloon. The bartender there, Trudy, knows everyone in town. Other than that, there's not much to see. Just people trying to scratch out a living.
Let me get a rundown of Good Springs one more time. No, I'm not saying that. Who was it that rescued me?
That'd be Victor. Curious fella. He's sort of odd, and I don't just mean 'cause he's a robot. I couldn't tell you much about him. He's real friendly, don't get me wrong. You just get the sense that that ain't the whole picture. Just a feeling. He keeps to himself, mostly. You want to know more about him, you'll have to ask him yourself. He has a shack on the southern edge of town.
Do you know anything about the man that shot me?
I didn't see him or the men with him. You might ask around town, though. Could be someone saw which way they was headed. Your best bet would probably be Trudy, the bartender at the saloon up the road. If anyone saw anything, she'd know about it.
Okay, goodbye.
You take care now.
Okay. Just one more thing. Here we go. Oh, really? It comes with ammo. It's 24 rounds? This time I'm gonna kill that goddamn bird. Okay. Alright. With one shot. One shot is all I need. There we go. Yes. Oh, such a delay. Could use that. Damn it, why are they all empty? Empty. Yes, I could use that.
Motherfucker?
Think we should travel together.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, motherfucker. Why is this one empty? Whatever. Nothing inside that mailbox. Switchblade. Oh. Why are you over there? I'm gonna be needing that stuff. Let's talk to you.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle?
Thanks for digging me out of the grave.
Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need.
How'd you happen to find me?
I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were, so I hauled you off to the dock right quick.
Never seen a robot like you before.
I'm a Securitron. Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says howdy.
Goodbye.
Happy trails!
Happy trails. I need a shovel. Yeah, I'm gonna go do that right now. I'm gonna go and store some weapons. Yeah, why not? Do I need that right now? No. Okay. Let's go back and grab that stuff. Music change. Where'd the scrap metal go? Really? Did it fall through the ground? Oh, scrap metal gone for me. Oh yeah, I forgot. Really, this is taking its sweet ass time, ain't it? Take that sensor module. There's a bad motherfucker with me. Let's kill those bugs in the schoolhouse. Boom, 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 boom. Mm-hmm.
Pardon me, ma'am. May I
Oh my
tell
God,
you
buzz
about
off.
a fantastic...
Busy, get
I'm
lost.
sorry if...
Yeah. Fuck off. Yeah, not doing that quest. I don't want to get demonetized. That's better. Better than the other glove I had on. Alright, let's sell shit.
You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've
Well, I
got
did.
plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous
Well, I'm not going to be
section.
hurting on cash
They're
for
not
long.
great, but you get what you pay for.
Show me what you have for
Can
sale.
do.
Alright. Throwing knife. Oh, that. And that. Sell the beer. Medex. A steady. Vodka. Whiskey. Carton of cigarettes. Let's spend some money. Excuse me. Now let's get a shovel. I don't need any aid. I'll take the bobby pin though. Any books? You have any books? Fine, I'll take the 9mm ammo. Nah.
Another satisfied customer.
What makes surplus ammo inferior?
It's all about quantity over quality. Trouble is, you'll be cleaning and fixing your gun a lot more than usual when you use those kind of bullets.
Okay. Tell me about weapon mods and special ammo.
Weapon mods are things like silencers, scopes, bigger magazines. Special ammo includes things like armor-piercing bullets, which don't hurt the target as much, but let you punch through armor easier. There's also hollow point bullets, which have the opposite effect. You can kill unarmored targets easier, but they don't do shit against armor.
You know anything about the people who attacked me?
The leader was a New Vegas type. Typical city boy. He had a bunch of great cons with him, probably hired guns. The Great Khans normally stay in their own territory way up northwest, on account of them being enemies with the NCR.
Have you ever been to New Vegas?
Twice. Both times I drank a lot of liquor and lost most of my caps at the card tables. In that order, now that I think about it. If you ever get to New Vegas, be sure to visit Gomorrah. It's the best casino in the city. You won't regret it. Word of advice, behave. Between the NCR military police and Mr. House's robots, you don't want to be causing trouble on the Strip.
I'd like to know more about Mr. House.
I'm afraid I don't know much myself. Mr. House has got his own casino, Lucky 38, but nobody goes in or out except his robots. The other casinos follow Mr. House's rules, so I guess that makes him the leader of New Vegas. As far as I know, nobody's ever laid eyes on the guy. I think that robot who pulled you out of the dirt belongs to Mr. House. If Mr. House is looking after you, it's got to be a good thing, right?
I think so. Anything else you can tell me about the Great Khans?
They're tough sons of bitches. Mean, but not crazy. They'll leave you alone unless you got something they want. The Great Khans deal in illegal chems. There's a good chance that most chems you come across were made by Great Khans.
Alright. Goodbye.
Take it easy now.
Hey there, dude.
You're looking pretty good for someone who recently got shot in the head. How can I help you?
Who are you?
Tim Toolman, traveling tailor. I'm an expert craftsman, specializing in lightweight armors made from animal pelts. The wasteland is a dangerous place, and even a little extra bit of damage mitigation can save your life.
Don't traveling merchants normally travel with a pack problem?
I'm less of a merchant and more of a craftsman. I offer services, not goods. I come into town every once in a while and skin the dead geckos that are killed by the local hunters. With a bit of turpentine and horse nettle, I can tan these pellets into leather, then sell them to other vendors. I'm like a shitty magician who turns dead animals into caps.
You know anything about the people who attacked me?
Sorry, I wasn't in town when that was happening. Somebody else might know more.
Can you give me any armor crafting tips?
I can show you a few tricks if you do something for me first. You see, I haven't met my quota yet this week, and that means I can't eat.
Alright.
If you bring me 10 gecko pelts, I'll show you how to reinforce standard leather armor, which you can buy from most shopkeepers. I recently saw a gaggle of geckos. No, a swarm? A shitload. I saw a shitload of geckos up on the ridge west of town. Might be a good place to look.
Okay, I'll do it.
Great. I'll look forward to tanning those hides. Oh, and if you haven't talked to Sunny Smiles yet, be sure to visit her in the saloon for some rifleman training. Good luck.
Okay. It's tail time. That's a weird one. Alright. Fuck you. There you go, gun. Now that I have a shovel, let's dig up shit. Oh yeah, I forgot to do that. Bullet time activator. There you go. Let's go in slow motion. Okay. Okay, that was an event. Cool. Yep. Mentats. Would I need mentats? Oh yeah, they. Oh, okay, yeah. Hello, Easy
Hello.
Pete.
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you?
You know anything about the people who attacked me?
The one in the fancy suit seemed to be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know more. Word of advice, though. If you ever catch up with him, watch out. The man's got cold eyes like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say.
Why are you called Easy Pete?
Was a prospector until I decided to settle here to get away from the NCR. Now, we'll just take it easy and help out with the Brahmin and Bighorners.
You're a prospector? Like digging for gold and silver?
Nah. Means I poke through old buildings looking for working tech and such. Some folks just call it salvaging, but never liked the term. Way I see it, salvage means it's broken, near worthless. Me, I look for the good stuff. Guns, chems, spare parts. Good money in it.
Did you ever find anything good while prospecting?
Nope. Had a pretty good claim once, way out east by the river, but got run off by raiders. Eventually got too old to keep going out.
What's wrong with the NCR?
Don't get me wrong, the NCR's got a lot of decent folk in it. It's just that they make you part of them whether you like it or not. Towns like Goodsprings and Prim don't stay independent for long. Not if you've got something the NCR wants. Still, the NCR keeps the Legion away.
Tell me about the Legion.
They're slavers, led by a guy named Caesar, or Caesar. Not sure how you're supposed to say it. A couple of years ago, they tried to take over Hoover Dam, but the NCR beat them back. The NCR didn't or couldn't finish the job, though. The Legion's got its strength back and is getting ready for another round at the dam. My money's still on the NCR winning, but you never know. We've been hearing stories about legionaries on the Nevada side of the river, so keep a gun handy. You don't want to get caught by them.
What's so important about Hoover Dam?
The dam powers a lot of New Vegas, and then there's all that clean water lying in Lake Mead, too. Anybody who owns the dam owns the territory.
What do you use the Bighorners for?
Meat and hide, mostly. Can't put a pack on them. They just lay down until you take it off. Can find a bunch of wild ones high up in the hills, but gotta be careful around them. They can put up a decent fight if cornered.
Do you know anything about Victor?
The machine? Harmless, no matter what Trudy says. She thinks it's hiding something, but I think it's just a broken down relic with no place to be.
Goodbye.
Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the schoolhouse. Critters move in there sometimes.
I think I played for too long. Hey, bad motherfucker. What are you doing? Playing hopscotch? What's... All I see is a sky. I mean, there is a... Damn it. Whatever. Wasted a lot of ammo for nothing. Anyway, everybody, that's about it for this one. See you on the flip side. Or that shit. I don't fucking know.